Dude, doesn't that rip?
You're an idiot.
No, you're an idiot.
Count me in, Goof.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome back and make America great again. It's the
Ooh.
You're an Idiot podcast.
Jesus.
I'm Alex Dragovich with my co-host, Jeffrey Osmus. What'd you think of that intro?
I leave for a month and he turns into a fascist pig.
Yeah,
Who would have
baby.
thought?
Trump's never done anything wrong.
This is interesting. When do you think, what year would you say America was great, Alex?
1996.
Because of the Bulls? Is your entire view of America based on whether your teams are winning or not?
From my understanding, the economy was thriving.
Yeah, I think it was doing it for the rich people, yeah.
Clinton wasn't that bad.
Clinton
you
was
know.
fun. He was bad, but he hit a good fun image.
The 90s had it was this moment in time where technology, like we weren't poisoned by social media yet, but we were still pretty advanced technologically. Like things were good. You still you couldn't, Hinge wasn't there, which sucks.
Interesting
but,
you say the 90s, 96, because that was kind of the height of the Serbs slaughtering the Bosnians and Croatians.
It was like a year after.
Yeah, there was still some bloodbaths going on in 96.
We had a year of celebrating.
A year of peace.
Yeah, it was our year of
Everyone just came together for a year.
But yeah, I think 90. What about you? 96.
I mean, America, I think it's great right now. What do we have to change? It's great. It's always been great.
You see the standing out for Netanyahu?
Yeah, well, it's very misleading. Actually, it was like half people who are paid to be there.
Papered room.
Papered the room. They did. Most of the Democrats weren't there, and they papered the room.
Brutal.
It wasn't real. It was a fake applause. Like everything with Israel, it was fake. I stand by that. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I was so sad. Those people are so evil.
It's been a tough.
Glad
go.
they clipped Trump's wig a little bit, though.
Yeah. What's your take? What's your take?
I think it's one of the least surprising events in American history. Oh, a violent demagogue got shot. How would that happen?
Yeah.
A guy who preaches violence every second of his life. What a shock.
I texted you after it happened, and you said it probably would have incited a civil war.
If he had been killed, I think there would have been maybe not a full civil war, but there would have been violence, yes.
It depends on how he goes out. If he gets shot in the chest and kind of goes down slow, maybe not. But if his head
if head gets blown off,
up,
yeah, South Carolina's seceding again.
Right.
Yeah.
The head explodes, then that's a real.
Yeah, man. What that fucking loser, what was his name? Thomas Crooks.
How'd you miss,
buddy? I went to the gut. He had 8 shots or something like that.
You see Tenacious D stopped touring because Kyle said that?
So lame.
That was the lamest thing. Dude, Jack Black, fuck you, dude.
All these people we thought were our comedic idols are the most thin-skinned little bitches to ever live.
I don't care if we get
Sacha
demonetized
Baron
for
Cohen,
this.
such an absolute loser.
Dude.
Saying that TikTok is anti-Semitic.
Dude.
When his whole career was making fun of poor Muslim people. That was his entire identity, was mocking Muslim people.
Yeah.
Now he's like, anti-Semitic to tweet about genocide.
Jack Black just being like, oh, I had no idea that Kyle was going to say some shit like that.
Right after they finished singing Fuck Her Gently, he's like, you went too far, Kyle. Kyle, it's not okay. Also, the plot of their movie was going to kill Donald Trump.
Oh my God.
One of the elements of their movie, I can't remember what it was called, was they killed Donald Trump.
Dude.
He's such a pretentious loser.
Jack's probably a fucking Republican.
No,
I don't know,
he's not. He's that centrist liberal who's like, violence has no place in America except for the $1 trillion military budget.
Jesus, you're so...
I prefer Republicans to liberals like that.
Oh my God. There's a girl I dated last year who just...
He even dated anyone in 2 years. You fucked her for a month.
So
Let's be honest about it.
She posted, I was going to say this, she posted on her Instagram, talk about the way, the white liberal women, the way things are going now with Kamala.
Oh, they're losing the brat summer.
She posted an anti-Trump post because she's a Jewish gal, and she's like we should vote for Kamala because Kamala and Biden supported Israel, which is good, and Trump will not support Israel, so fuck it.
Which is not true.
Yeah.
He loves
she
Israel.
She was like, Trump's a bastard who will never support Israel. That's why we have to vote Kamala. And it's she's so like Hillary out.
She's so blue pilled. She can't even like Democrats supported genocide better than Republicans. I like when a queer woman of color bombs the kids in Gaza.
I was like,
that's
damn.
that's literally what she's saying. She's like, it's good to have a woman of color commit war crimes.
She has a sick place in Williamsburg, but I do not agree with that post.
Yeah, but you had a good time with her.
Definitely.
How did it end?
It just fizzled. Things fizzled out.
And she's Jewish. Well, you hate
Big time.
to see it. There's some good Jews out there, folks.
That post, like, I could not. If you're gonna,
I don't even know how that doesn't even make sense. Trump is like violently pro-Israel. He's like so pro. He said he wanted to nuke Gaza.
Joe and Kamala are supportive of Israel.
Well, they are.
Trump's Trump's like a racist bastard who won't support Israel.
Yeah, Trump's a racist. He hates Palestinians, lady. Get on the bandwagon.
How is that your take of Kamala being the? Anyway,
that's so funny. She's so close to understanding they both support Israel and there's no difference, but she can't. She has to be like, I support a woman. I like women. Women are cool.
It was the most blue pilled thing I've seen.
It's blue pilled. It's
time.
embarrassing.
But where you been, dog? Where you been?
Oh my God. When was the last time? Oh my God. I've been living. I was in Minnesota for a week. Went to my cabin, had some shows. Sisyphus Brewery, 4 shows. Amazing.
There we go.
Best venue in the country.
So good.
Something about Minneapolis. They get me, folks. They get me. I felt like I was Kevin Hart. Went to Upper Peninsula with my girlfriend Reggie Miller for a week. UP Michigan, incredible.
Yeah.
Then did shows at Chicago, Lincoln Lodge.
Yeah.
I will say the shows were great. Lincoln Lodge disrespected me, and I have to say this. Drago. Did I tell you this?
No, what happened?
It wasn't Lincoln Lodge. It was someone who worked there. I don't name them. I actually don't remember their name, honestly. It was the person running the sound, and they were like so like, we got to start 7 o'clock. We got to be done 8:15. And I was like, whatever. Okay. I sold out 2 shows on a Sunday. I was like, no one would be here if not for me.
Right.
First show, fine. Second show, this human starts flashing the light at me at 50 minutes in because I had reached my allotted 11 o'clock rental time. She said, you rented the room till 11 p.m. The show has to stop. I was like,
oh, I know who this is.
Really? You do? And the light is like, it's not like a little blinky light. It's like a large light. Everyone can see the light is flashing.
Yeah.
So everyone's like, what's going on? And I'm like, I kind of make fun of it. I was like, okay, I'll do my closer. They want me to go. I start doing my closer, which is like a 3 or 4 minute long bit. Halfway through, they're pumping the light again. And I just get off stage. I was like, okay, sorry, Chicago. I don't know what's going on.
What?
I just left. And they're like, and you were going over your allotted rental time. And there was also a tornado warning outside.
It's like,
why would we leave if there's a tornado warning? It's the perfect time to have a longer show.
You said, what day was it? Like a Sunday, right?
It was a Sunday night. There was literally no one. They would have made $0 if not for me.
And
I made them a couple $1,000s probably of drink sales.
And why would? And they just did you talk to anyone after you talked to Jen or anything?
I did, and they were like, yeah, this person fucked up. They fucked up. They were new to the job and didn't really understand. They're more of an improv background.
I think, I know exactly who that is.
You rented the space till 11 p.m. Well, what are you talking about?
I think I know that person. That person's actually usually pretty good, pretty cool. I've known them for a while, but like, I think that person's just like new to this responsibility.
They're like, I wanted to get home because of the tornado warning. You wanted to drive outside?
Right.
Let it pass, honey.
Right.
What are you doing?
I think I'll
be honest. I was like shaking, furious. I was so mad. I put in all this work to promote these shows. I only did 50 minutes. I didn't even do a long set.
Yeah,
I didn't even make an hour.
Yeah, me and Tim talked about this once.
I was so angry.
If
disrespect.
If I was as big as you, I would be so much meaner to everyone around me. Like I would be so insufferable.
We know your high school and college friends felt that when they thought you were making the league. I know how you treated people.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
If I have the room sold out like that, they're not getting an angry email, I'll tell you that much.
I didn't even give an angry email. I'll say it on podcasts and they'll hear one day, but I'll never tell them to their face.
I mean, it's just,
I even shook their hand. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's the great stab in the back begins now.
Yeah, I can get my sister and my cousin to this show, and I will be a fucking total.
Would you be
prima
on
donna.
stage, just ranting about it? They want me to leave.
If I sold out two shows, it would be mayhem. It would be total mayhem. I would tag them, tweet at them.
God, you would go full Karen.
I know the. It's the Lincoln Lodge is a different thing.
You also were a member of the Lincoln Lodge.
No,
this is like a comedy-run comedy club in Chicago. If you don't know.
I would not be that mean to the lodge, but like if I was like in fucking like Tampa and I did some like one nighter and like that happened. And I was obviously like, and I sold out 2 rooms. You'd be
posting about it all day, like side splitters. Do not support them in Tampa Bay.
I don't know if I would post. I would just call the owner and be like, "You're such a fucking loser."
You would call the owner?
Yeah, I'd call him. I would just be like, "No, you're a loser for this, dude."
Man,
it wouldn't like be like as much like I wouldn't do like as much public facing stuff, but I would just talk to the guy and be like, "This is so whack."
And this is why we need to keep Alex Dragowich below 50,000 followers, folks.
Yeah,
we need to keep the man humble. If you get up there,
no, 20K, it's like I'm a different guy.
If you hit 20K, you'll be a different man.
Different guy.
Oh my God, he's almost halfway to being a huge bitch, folks. God, you would be annoying.
Yeah.
Oh God,
can't wait.
I expect my hotel room to be comped.
Oh yeah, and by the way, yeah, you're like in rider territory, and it's weird.
This show I wasn't because it was really last minute, but yeah.
Have you been doing riders?
Oh yeah, every show has a rider. This one didn't because I set it up, but 80% of them have riders.
The ones I don't think you wait really.
I mean, there's not. I don't have an extensive rider. It just says give me a hotel and have food in the green room. If there is a green room, I don't ask for much.
What, just like some chips?
Yeah, I don't even. I say a specific thing.
Yeah, Jeff's like food is like, yeah, you don't really need much.
I don't eat before shows ever.
Yeah,
I don't. We had a bunch of sushi before show in Seattle, and it was a bad show.
My boy just eats gin. He eats gin.
I eat gin. I've been drinking and smoking a lot the last month. I need a cleanse, folks.
Oh,
we were getting so high. Me, our friend Tommy Brennan, Greg Kennedy, while we were camping. I was in another realm. It's tough to come back to the real world, I'll say that. Well, Drago, you want to take a quick break and do a little ad read?
Absolutely.
Wow, folks. Folks, we have a new sponsor, a sponsor that we actually believe in morally, a sponsor that doesn't support the IDF, a sponsor that has good ethics, folks. Ounce of Hope, a dispensary from Memphis, Tennessee. They do aquaponic weed, Drago. What do you think about
the
that?
South. Gotta love weed. Gotta have it. I can't. I've been trying it. The products have been great.
Even Drago likes it. It doesn't give him anxiety. It doesn't give me anxiety. If you're any good joke I've said in the last couple episodes has been because of Ounce of Hope weed, folks. It's made me, I don't even think about climate change anymore because of Ounce of Hope weed. I don't even feel pity for the Palestinian people anymore.
And I don't think about my exes, so it's been great.
Drago doesn't think about his exes. There we go. It's great weed. If you go to ounceofhope.com, folks, use the promo code OSMOS. You order over $50, you get a free joint. I just smoked one this afternoon. It was great. So if you could also host a successful podcast if you smoke Ounce of Hope weed, folks.
Give it a try. Give it a whirl.
Locally owned, independent business, folks. This is the type of sponsorship I can actually get behind.
Support Memphis.
Fuck Beatbox. Go Ounce of Hope.
Go Ja Morant.
Ja Morant, Memphis boy. Yes, thank you. There we go. Buy Ounce of Hope. Use the promo code OSMOS, $50 or more. Get a free joint. And we're back.
Yeah, the nature looked pretty good.
Yeah, look at this. Drago's wearing a brewery from Colorado. He went to Colorado. He texted me a couple days ago. Nature might be it, man.
Dude, nature kind of slaps a little bit.
Wow.
So
Drago getting on the bandwagon of nature 5 years before it disappears.
Yeah.
Just a little late.
Late to the party.
You had a whole life to get nature at its peak, and now.
Man, I went to this little mountain town, Dillon, Colorado, to see Vampire Weekend. It was one of the most beautiful venues I've ever been to.
Was it Red Rocks?
No, so Red Rocks is like a half hour away. Dillon is like this like new amphitheater they have. Again, it's like another like.
Oh wait, I know exactly where that is. That's by where the show in Vail is.
Kind of, yeah, like a half hour.
I was on the way there. Oh wow, yeah,
dude, this place is fucking awesome. And also, like, I didn't really realize that. Like, I don't think I've driven through the mountains like that. These little mountain towns, dude. The idea of like posting up into a little dive bar in a mountain town, would be talking up like a little 28-year-old divorcee would be a fucking nice little
How old are you?
32.
32 years for him to appreciate mountains.
Dude.
It took him 3 decades on Earth to appreciate one of the most insane things on our planet, mountains.
And you know how like I'm not the most articulate guy, so the whole time I would just be like, Whoa, dude.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to have a poetic response to nature. It should just move your soul.
It makes you believe in God a little. You're like, God, you're like,
Wow.
Jesus, this is amazing. I thought cities were it for a while.
Oh, cities are disgusting.
But here's the big
There's
diff,
no
my
beauty
guy.
at
Here's the big
all.
difference. I still stand on this. Nature's great. Nature's cool. Good nature's cool, you know? But
Sure.
I still need a lake house. I ain't camping. I still need a lake house.
I'll allow that. We weren't camping in Washington. We got an Airbnb.
I need a
Glamping
place.
is fun. It's fun. I think camping is fun as well.
I'll
but
glamp.
I'll allow a glamp.
We glamping in North Dakota.
Are we glamp? No, we're staying at Tommy's cabin.
It's a cabin. That's
He
kind
has
of
it's a little rustic. It's not like a high tech cabin.
okay.
Yeah, we're doing a writers retreat in September. Me, Drago, our friend Tim Smith, Tommy Brennan. We're going to the woods of Minnesota. Are you actually going to stick to the curriculum?
Yes.
We're going to have you got to write from noon to 4. We collaborate from 4 to 6. We do this from 6 to 8. It's going to be like a boot camp.
Yes.
No partying, no smoking until like 8 or 9 p.m.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think I'm excited.
I haven't
I'm
been
so
drinking
pumped.
during the week, and it's really been great for my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But you let it all out on the weekends?
Friday, I make up for lost time, and
that doesn't help you. You know that doesn't. You might as well just drink every day.
I got to figure that part out. But I think
You can't just give it up and then go booze hound on Friday. And it doesn't change.
Friday
anything.
I can take it back. But it's been nice. Like Sunday through Thursday, I'm like pretty much just a little coffee.
He's got his mindset going.
It's been good.
Okay.
But yeah, dude, Vampire Weekend's the best band on the planet. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't really understand how you could say that out loud and take it seriously. But
they rock, dude.
They're a good band. They're not that talented.
Mm.
They're not that good at musicians. I'm sorry.
That is true.
They're just not. They could not hang with a jam band.
No,
They could not hang with Fish. It would be embarrassing.
right.
What's
They
the
can't-
guy?
they
What's the
can't play
guitarist's name?
The lead is Ezra Koenig.
Ezra Koenig tried to do what Trey does. It would be legitimately embarrassing.
I agree.
They're
But
not
also,
even a tenth as good of musicians.
But Fish doesn't have as many like good pop songs.
I agree with that, but the live experience is way better.
Yes.
Is Vampire Weekend jamming, or they kind of stick to the song?
They have a guy. They bring a guy with them on tour that like absolutely shreds.
They bring Mr. Jam.
Yeah, they bring a guitarist that
We
can.
bring a guy who can play live.
This guy like really goes,
Okay,
and it's
okay.
actually kind of funny. Like at the end, they like part of their encores, they do like just shout out a song, and we'll see if we can cover it. And like
that's fun.
And like majority of the band, like Ezra, this like elite guitarist, and like their keyboardist was like amazing.
What did people shout out?
People were shouting out like, "You can call me Al."
What did they end up playing?
They played "You Can Call."
They played You Can Call Me Al. They
Uh,
knew the words, or did they have to look them up?
Yeah, Ezra knew it.
He
a
knew
little
the
bit,
words.
yeah.
So You Can Call Me Al. Off the top of
And
his head. Okay.
a couple Bruce songs, but there was also a few other songs that.
That's what Vampire Weekend people are shouting out is Bruce Springsteen.
Well, he's from New Jersey, so people know.
Oh, okay.
But the bassist, who's been in the band for 20 years or whatever,
Isn't he dating a comic we know?
Chris Baio?
I think he's dating we can't say their name, but I'm pretty sure a comic we know is dating a member
I think
of
someone
Vampire
told me
Weekend.
that,
Yeah,
actually.
I think
Holy
it's the
shit.
bassist too.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to shit talk that too much, but he didn't know how to play any of the songs. Like you talk about like they're like not great musicians or whatever. It's like this is kind of like everyone that they wanted to cover. Like Ezra got it, the guitarist got it, the drummer got it, the
The
keyboardist got
bassist
it.
couldn't get
Bassist
it. I
was
mean, they
like-
do this every night. He
Bassist
should
was
be
like, "Oh, yeah, I
ready.
don't-"
He should know the basic
These are like
chords.
they were like shouting out like pretty big songs too, and I was just like, "Ooh, this is a bad look for the guy."
Wait, why would you do that if you can't pull it off? That's like me being like, yeah, say a country, I know the capitals, and someone's like, France. Fuck. Why you can't? You got to be ready for that.
It was a tough look for the guy.
Ooh, and he was like noticeably fault loving it.
Well, yeah, he would just no. He literally was just like, I can't, and they were just like, okay, well,
oh no,
tough look alert. And that
I
was the
hope
thing
his pay got
because
docked.
the jam guy would like start because he knew like the guy was a fucking encyclopedia. He was a master.
He's a studio musician.
Yeah,
They're
so
amazing.
So he just was playing like he was right away, and then like Chris is like trying to watch what he's playing and like play along, and it just didn't hit.
I bet
but
he's getting dogged afterwards.
he must have.
I hope so.
I would have dogged him if I was in the band. You know
Wow.
me.
Is
You know
Ezra
me.
Koenig? Is he dating someone hot?
Rashida Jones?
Oh,
This is his wife.
meh.
Wow.
Meh. I'm out. I think she's.
Rashida's like your
I think-
queen.
I think
she's like your.
I think she's mediocre. No ass, no tits. I'm out.
Fair.
Sorry.
That's fair
Sorry.
play. That's
And
fair play
and
where I
she's
come
a
from.
nepo baby. Sorry.
Oh.
You know who her dad is?
It's Quincy Jones.
Quincy Jones, Nepo baby. I'm out.
But she's
She did
gorgeous.
nothing. Yeah, she's mid in every show she's been in.
Who?
Karen, worst character in The Office's first 7 seasons.
Mm.
Who was she in Parks and Rec? She, whatever the name was, it was the same character.
That's crazy. She double dipped on like 2 of the biggest comedies.
And was the exact same character in both of them.
Yeah.
She was lame, not funny.
Damn, I did not expect
I'll
that kind of
say
heat
it.
from
I'm
from
an
a
Office devotee. She's
for
the
a
worst
not,
character.
For a not white woman, Jeff really let it loose for
I don't
that.
like them all. I don't like them all. Come on, they got to earn that. You can't just be named Rashida and I'm humping a pillow to you. You got to bring a little more to the table, babe.
Okay.
Her dad's one of the coolest people to ever live, but
Yeah.
Rashida, lame as hell.
Let me get to do you have any other quick stories you want to get to before
We'll get to them later. We did so much. It's tough to even talk about it.
I had one of the worst travel experiences.
Let's go. I love to hear this. The universe is just.
Yeah, this
What
was bound
happened?
to happen.
Was it because of the Microsoft outage?
Yeah. So
Why do you keep taking your hat off? What's going on here?
If
If you don't know how to wear a hat, don't wear it.
it'll get itchy. I'm wearing
Every
it fine.
30 seconds, he takes it off, brushes his hair, puts what little hair he has.
This can't be that annoying. Connor, have you been noticing?
That was the first time I noticed.
That was the
There we
4th
go.
time you've done it so far.
I could do it.
If you're gonna wear a hat, wear a fucking hat.
People do that. People do that.
We've been up here for 10 minutes. You've done it 4 times.
Yeah, sometimes it gets a little itchy or whatever, and I just gotta.
Oh my god!
I
He's
gotta
new to the
recalibrate
hat
myself.
game.
Okay.
Goes in nature once. I'm itchy.
Okay, here. Well, I'm not.
The hat
I had-
represents the mountains.
this is
Did
a
you go on a hike?
10-barrel. No. Oh no, dude.
You didn't even go on a hike. It was just the concert that got you into it. You could have seen Vampire Weekend in like a Indian like shanty town though, and you'd be like, "This is the most beautiful place I've ever been in my
Dude, this
life."
is so embarrassing. I stayed an extra day in Dillon because I had to go to Vail the next day.
You did that show.
I did the show. I
What's
stayed-
it at some bar in the basement?
The Drunken
Is it-
Goat. Not a
Oh.
basement. It's a different bar.
different
Just a
one.
Sunday
Okay.
show. And so I'm waiting for a Denver comic to pick me up from Dillon to take me to Vail. So I have like 5 hours to kill. And I walk by. Oh, dude, I should not be admitting this. I walk by like there's this really beautiful creek that runs through the town.
What
and
do you
there's
do?
like
You take a shit
and
in
there's
it?
and there's like benches like that are like next to the creek and everything like
I'm
that.
trying to think of what you could have done wrong.
And I'm like, oh, this like looks really beautiful. So like I walk down the creek and I sit there for like 3 minutes, and I get like, and I start thinking about like, because I made this TikTok about the mountain lions or whatever, and all these people started commenting like, oh, you got to worry about the rattlesnakes. There actually are more mountain lions than you think.
Oh, these people are just giving into your fears.
Dude,
There's no danger at all.
I'm sitting next to a creek that's next to a Chipotle. That's like 40 feet from a Chipotle.
and you get scared.
And I got scared and
And
went
you
back
left.
and I left
You thought
the
a mountain
creek.
lion was going to come down into a city and hurt you?
I thought there might be a snake nearby.
Oh my god!
There might be a little mountain lion nearby. Dude, I really got in my head and I ditched it. I had to go like up by the bridge.
You could see a Chipotle.
I was.
There was a Chipotle in eyesight.
There was Chipotle probably 100 yards from me.
Oh my god, you pig!
It was.
Nature is so harmless. No one ever gets hurt by these things. It's so rare.
Oh man, it really got in my head.
Oh my god,
dude!
It's more dangerous to take an Uber.
Yeah,
Way more dangerous.
I mean, people actually commented on this thing that I made that like actually the most dangerous thing out there is the moose.
I have heard that. It's still not that dangerous, but yeah, they are big. Moose are very big. Yeah.
Are more moose killing people than mountain lions these days?
I couldn't tell you the stats on that. Maybe Connor can look that up.
Yeah, Connor, can we get a moose killing versus mountain lion killing?
I bet it's both of them in the single digits in the last decade in America. So few people die from these things. It's insane. You could be afraid of them.
Dude, mountain lions.
More people die from like choking on a fucking straw than these things.
People commented like, if you see a mountain lion, if you see a mountain lion,
everyone always is like, you should do this. You're gonna run.
No, but
you see a mountain lion, you're going to scream and you're gonna run.
If you see a mountain lion, you're gonna die anyways. It doesn't matter. That's what they say.
Oh,
That's what
okay.
they say.
Well, I actually like that.
They go, if you see one, you're dead. So
I don't think that's true. It depends how close
that was
they
it.
are.
Most people haven't seen mountain lions because if you see a mountain lion, you're done.
Okay, maybe. There's also so few mountain lions in America, I think. In
I've got
places-
some stats here.
Talk
Okay,
to
what are
us,
the
Connor.
stats, Connor?
All
What we
right,
got?
it's a little bit. It's not the most recent, but since 2017, there have been 21 reported incidents of moose injuring people in Colorado.
Oh wow.
21 in Colorado. And
Sin-
that's only injuring. Okay.
Since 2017, so
Okay,
7
not
years.
death, though. We're
Yes.
just talking injured.
20. I mean that's
21 in 7 years? That's not a lot at all. You know how many people go hiking in Colorado? Millions.
Yeah.
21?
What
I just
crazes me is like how do these moose like fuck you up? Do they just go
They're
antlers?
so big.
They just
They're
like
they weigh like 2,000 pounds. They're so big.
They
And their
must weigh
antlers
more
are
than
huge.
2,000.
They probably weigh more than 2,000 pounds. Yeah. They're
Definitely.
so big. You can like drive a car underneath a moose. They're so big.
I
don't think they're that
but I
big,
wonder
but
how they
they're big.
attack you. They just go
They
antlers
charge,
first.
I bet. Yeah.
Oh
Absolutely.
my god.
They stomp you with their feet. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, I'd love to see you get gored by a moose.
Yeah.
That would be porn I would watch. That's some snuff
the
porn.
first
I would
porn
look
Geoff
up.
watches.
Man,
My dad.
arrogant man gored by moose.
That's a porn category. Arrogant man. That's just
Bro destroyed by nature.
Yeah.
I would watch that.
Do you
man,
want the mountain lion statistics as well?
Yes,
yeah,
please.
what's the
Comparison?
mountain lion?
So from 1990 to 2019, Colorado experienced 22 mountain lion attacks.
22,
so less. But it says while mountain lion attacks are less frequent, they are more fatal than moose attacks.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm mountain lions.
22 in 27 years or something like that. That's
Yeah.
nothing. That's less than one a year. Come
Yeah.
on, grow up.
If I don't camp, I'll glamp. I don't camp, I'll glamp. I mean, me and Higgy saw a bear, for real.
And what happened?
The bear was like running down the mountain.
Was anyone hurt?
No,
Did anyone get hurt?
no.
Huh. Well, isn't that interesting?
I mean,
You were with, we've said this before, but you were with 4 or 5 other people.
few women.
So only a half a fighter. Only a half a fighter.
It was really
Wow. He won't watch the WNBA and he doesn't think women can fight bears. My God.
No, it was weird that they weren't. I mean, they were not scared at all. The women.
Huh.
So.
How do you feel about the WNBA getting their shine, Drago? Are you against it like so many men these days?
I think it's cool. I think Caitlin Clark should have made the USA team. That's my.
Wow. You think she got snubbed?
I know. Even though
She's a first year rookie and they never make the team.
yeah, she just. I mean, did you see the WNBA All Stars beat the USA team?
I did. Were they trying? I mean, were they trying? You think?
Yeah, it was like a real game. Like they
Oh.
played. So it was
That's
like
kind of funny.
it was like a tune-up game for the Olympics and the All Stars. So they had 3 notable people: Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, and this Arike Agunnabuke or something like that.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Notre Dame legend. She had 35 on Team USA.
Dang, and she didn't get to make the team.
Yeah, so this girl Arike should have made the Olympics for sure.
Wow. Okay. Look at this, Drago. This is going to win you a lot of female fans that you know all this stuff.
Well,
This is huge.
No, she can ball. She can really ball.
Yeah, okay, she gets the
I just
ball
don't like the
certification.
whole like the Team USA, like these women are getting on the team because of like seniority. It makes no sense.
It should be
to
the
me.
best people. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
stupid.
And also with like the men's team, like everyone was saying, like when Derek White got the job over Jaylen Brown, everyone was like, oh well, like the USA is gonna win by 30 anyways. Like the USA team is gonna fucking wax everybody. They've won their first 3 exhibitions by like 5 points total. Like
Now, they barely beat South Sudan.
Yeah,
that
like-
would have ripped.
like yeah.
There's
yeah.
also an exhibition though. They're not trying for.
No, they are for
They're
sure.
playing 100%.
Definitely, like because if you look at the way the minutes that guys are playing, like Steve Kerr is playing, he's like not playing Halliburton, like he's not playing Bam, or Bam's playing a little bit, but like he's not playing.
Wow. You don't think we're gonna win the gold?
I think we're gonna win the gold, but it's like we're gonna lose a game. I think we're gonna lose one game.
I would love if South Sudan took us down. They would all forget they're hungry. The whole
Yeah.
country would be like, "Who cares if we don't have food? We beat
Yeah.
America. We should let them win."
Right?
Instead of sending you guys food aid for a decade, we'll let you beat LeBron.
Yeah. You guys are
think
so
that could be
you guys
good.
are so thin, man. How do they grow so much, man? It's interesting.
You know they're not all starving.
No, I know.
Okay.
I know. I'm just playing into it a little bit. But
What do you know about South Sudan?
Oh, South Sudan. Okay.
What could you tell me about South Sudan?
One of the players after the interviews, he said that there's not one indoor court in South Sudan.
Wow. I'm sure that's crazy. Okay.
which is wild.
Not a
And that
single
is
one?
technically all I know about
Wow.
assassination.
Okay. I mean, that's an interesting fact. Honestly,
all outdoors.
they learn how to ball then, though.
That's all I know.
They're street ball.
They literally
They're
are.
straight
It's
up
like they're
street
like
ball.
New Yorkers. They just play outside the whole
Okay.
time.
Yeah. Do you ever walk by these street ball games and watch? You ever think of joining?
I started playing, dude, a little bit. I've been playing once a week at this park over here by the Pod Studio.
Oh,
I've been
interesting. I guess my invite got lost in the mail.
I've been shooting around by myself. Me and Henry Sir are gonna start playing 1-on-1.
Really? Oh,
So-
you'll play him 1-on-1,
Yeah,
but not me. Even though it's been almost 2 years since the challenge was first issued.
I'm officially throwing down the gauntlet.
You're throwing it down now.
I'm
When?
ready.
Give me a date. I don't believe in these broad gauntlets. I need a specific date these
Next
days.
Saturday.
Next Saturday. Like tomorrow? Oh, next week.
Next
I'm
Saturday.
seeing Ween in Montana. I am. I'm seeing Ween in Montana.
Geoff essentially retiring at 34 is such a fun like.
I'm
new
absolutely
chapter.
retiring. I'm doing a huge tour this fall and early next year, and it's done. I'm gonna have a great life.
It's gonna be.
Why are we working hard anymore? I've worked my ass off for a decade to get a financial stability.
The kid
I'm
did.
chilling.
The kid
I'm
did it.
chilling. We're
Yeah.
gonna have a good time.
That is true. If I get to that level, I'm gonna follow the Bulls.
I don't
around.
understand the need to like be famous. I have enough. I don't need to be fucking Mark Normand. I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm big enough. It's fine. I'm not that big at all, but like it's enough. You know what I mean?
Well, you got loyal fans.
We got loyal fans. They love us.
Oh,
They
yeah.
love Drago. Everyone was asking in Seattle, where's Drago? I wish Drago would have come.
Next time, guys.
Chicago, everyone was like, where's Drago? Where's Drago? He's with me on most of these fall dates, unfortunately.
We're
decent
spending
amount.
a lot of time.
We got
together.
a lot of time together. Starting this in a couple days in Point Pleasant, New Jersey.
Oh yeah.
You got upgraded to feature. The manager was being a little bit of a dick and said, I already got my people, but he can co-feature. But then he took a guy off the show and you're featuring now.
That's big. That'll be
Uncle
good.
Vinny's. I cannot wait. I think it's going to be a disaster, but it's where a woman had a bottle thrown at her.
Yes.
So hopefully something can happen to me that makes me go viral.
Yeah, I want to say the Denver people. There's probably like 15 Denver people. There's probably 4 tables of pod people.
Pod people.
There was,
Wow.
and then there was another table. I'm not going to count them, but they were like behind. I mean, I will count them actually.
What?
They were behind. It's more for the joke, but they were behind my best friend, like best bud from high school. That came to the show.
Sure.
And he turned behind. He's like, so do you guys just like come to this place? Like often do you guys like come to here? They're like, no, we just love Asmus.
Wow. There we go.
So
The
it's
trickle
like-
down effect.
So I was like, okay, I guess.
I
all
mean,
right.
if it gets you fans and sells tickets,
No.
but who gives a shit?
No, I set the joke up improperly, but it was fun.
Yeah, it wasn't the best. Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool. Awesome that you guys came out. That was really, really cool.
Well, there we go.
Yeah, the DCU show was great. Vale kind of bombed. Sorry about that.
Vale is that's a different clientele that you probably never performed for. Rich mountain liberals, that's a different beast.
Oh man,
Those people are a little Vale is a different breed of
7
people.
o'clock on a Sunday. They did not like my new Eskimo bro joke. I have this new Eskimo bro joke that is just murking all over the United States.
Really?
And
It's murking?
yeah,
Give
dude,
it to me. Give me this Eskimo bro joke that's murking. I haven't
Oh,
heard that in a decade.
it's doing great.
You
Hold on.
is that what you guys would say, basketball? I murked you?
Sometimes.
Deked you out? Murked you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here, the joke is, I've learned over the years that I'm actually Eskimo bros with a couple of very famous dudes. Now I won't name them, but I'll say this: if I run into one, that's how I'm going to intro myself. All right, see him at a bar. I'm like, "What's up, man?" He's like, "Do I know you?" I'm like, "Yeah, you gave me chlamydia."
Oh, okay. That's
Let's
great.
go.
You got to name them, though. You have to name them.
No.
Why not? It's not bad at all. How is that bad? As long as you don't name the woman, it doesn't matter. You have to. I guarantee you, the joke will do twice as well if you name them and incorporate that into the joke.
like towards the end.
At some point, you have to name who it is.
What if I
it-
do
it-
it like towards the end of my act randomly or something like that? Or
What do you mean?
Do you think that would just like?
Or later on,
If I say, I'm
or
just
you
gonna
have
sh-
people guess. That could be fun.
Oh,
You could do a whole thing where you guess. You're
That'd
like,
be fun crowd work.
yeah, that's like a
yeah.
perfect like artificial crowd work segment
Yeah.
right there. Well, who is it? Just let me tell the people in the pod.
Well, one
it's a basketball players, I'm guessing.
No, one guy is it's John Summit.
See, I don't know who that is. Who's that? John Summit.
Connor, you know him, right?
No.
He's like
is it a musician?
Yeah,
What-
he's like
what-
the biggest DJ on the planet right now.
He's a DJ. Oh, he's dating Squeeze, isn't he?
God damn.
What? They don't know who that is.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
her name? We haven't said her
He's
name.
not
out.
he's not dating her. They dated.
They dated. Oh, okay. Why is that bad to say?
And then
John Summit's the biggest DJ on the planet.
yeah.
I thought it was Calvin Harris or something.
Jeff, this isn't 2014.
I bet Calvin Harris is bigger than John Summit.
Look at what's John Summit's Spotify plays?
Yeah, see if he's more than Calvin Harris. What's his?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Look this up for us,
I
Connor.
don't keep up with EDM at all.
I mean, some of our listeners actually might know. Who
I've never
Squeeze
heard
is.
this guy, John
But
Summit. Okay.
and then the other guy.
How did she meet? She went from you to the biggest DJ in the world.
No, she dated him before.
Oh, when he wasn't that big.
No.
Oh, okay, nice.
And then one guy, another musician.
I thought it was gonna be basketball players.
No,
You don't think there's any in college, any
I hope-
basketball players? You ran a train at a party or something?
I have a feeling. I have a feeling my ex hooked up with one of my old teammates, but I can't confirm.
Wow. Okay. Is that true that they're running trains at parties in college? Is that real?
I heard
You hear
this-
about that a lot.
There's this one story when I was at Notre Dame that like the year before I got there was like a mom who was like 31 and she like just hit up one of the players on Facebook and she was like, why don't you guys come over for some drinks later or something like that.
A mom of one of the players, or just a mom?
She's just a mom.
single mom.
Single mom in South Bend. Just we call them townies. She was a townie.
Townie. She invited the team over. Okay.
Team comes over. She gives everyone drinks, stuff like that. Everyone's like, oh, like we having a party or whatever. Like, what's going on? And she's like, no, like we're just hanging out. And she like takes like the guy that she talked to, brought him into another room, blew him. And then she goes, if any of your teammates want to come in, and they just she blew like 8 straight basketball players.
Wow, good for her. That's a great mom.
So yeah,
That's cool.
Good mom. I remember hearing
That's cool. Cool mom behavior.
I remember hearing about there was a couple.
Was she hot?
I never got her picture.
That's a shame.
Yeah,
That's a
but
shame.
it is a shame. But I remember hearing about like there was the football dudes were fucking intense. Football dudes were having like, and hockey dudes were having like 3-ways, 4-ways.
Oh wow!
I remember a couple of the girls on the soccer team had like a 4-way with a couple of football dudes.
Wow, and wasn't the basketball team was better than the football and hockey team, weren't they?
Hockey team, no, both were good.
Oh,
Hockey
okay.
team was fucking awesome.
Oh, so you guys were just losers.
yeah,
You
we
weren't
were-
even like winning. I thought you were like more serious on the court. Maybe that's why you didn't engage in such sexual proclivities.
We just didn't. We weren't asked.
We weren't.
We weren't
asked.
at- we
Wow,
weren't-
you're the losers of D1 sports.
Yeah,
I
but-
love that.
But
Wait, so who's the other? What was the other musician?
the other musician was the lead singer of this band, of this emo band called Brand New,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, what's his name again?
Jesse Lacey.
Oh, isn't he canceled a little bit?
Yeah, and
What
so
did he do?
he
Wasn't it
was,
child porn? Maybe.
he was emailing with like a 15-year-old girl when he was like 25
Oh.
and touring, and he was having her like send him nudes when she was like
Oh.
25 or something like that.
Emailing.
Yeah.
God, at least take it to
This is
Snap.
this was like 03.
Oh, okay. That's what you had to do. You had to email someone.
Yeah, so
Bro,
that
look at my email, bro.
that woman was
Look at
like
my
an
Hotmail.
older woman that like I met at a show. She's not older. She's probably 40. or something like that.
Oh, okay. And how did you know? She told you? She's like, you're the second star I've been with.
I was not into the drink. We were hanging out like after a show, and I was not into it. And she was like, "I dated Jesse Lacey," and I was like,
So you had
I
sex
was-
with her just because she had sex with another man. And that's a little gay, folks.
"She's the
You were turned on by that.
she's the only." It was the only thing I asked her about. I even talked to her about.
in bed. You're like, did Jesse do that?
That's what
You were doing shit
That's
like
the second
that.
part to the joke. I have like I feel like a second part of it. That's like
Let's tell the people what
second part of the joke was like it's true. A girl I went out with, she dated a musician who's in my top 5, literally in my top 5. And I'll say it, when we hooked up, I thought of him. You know, she's like, "You want to play some music?" I was like, "You won't like my choice."
Oh. Alexa, play Elton John. That's where you could do a joke about making of who it is. Don't say actually who it is, but it'd be funny to be like, Alexa, play Will I Am or something like that. It'd be funny for her to have fucked a very or Rod Stewart or something like some really old musician.
Yeah.
You fucked Rod Stewart? That would be so funny.
Oh yeah, and how is it? Here's the second thing. It's like the second part of it's like no, seriously, like I'm such a fan of this guy. I've seen all his interviews. I would defend him. You know, she'd be like, Alex, you don't get it. He was a total asshole. I'm like, he had a rough childhood. You know?
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, he's
but
like
then you should reveal that he got caught texting a 15-year-old.
The way Geoff just like wants me to fully like just out these people.
Why? What's wrong with it? It's public that he got caught. The band's over. Why is this bad? You're not naming the woman.
My thing is, I don't think the brand new lead singer he's not nearly as famous as John Summit.
Well, you don't have to say his name, but you say it's funny. This guy got caught like DMing a 15-year-old, and I'm still defending him in bed. That's funny.
Okay.
Like, he didn't know. He didn't know how old she was. He didn't see the Hello Kitty backpack. He didn't know.
Wait, Connor, do you have numbers on John Summit versus Calvin Harris?
Yeah, I got the numbers right here. So monthly listeners for John Summit is 11 million. Just a little under 11 million.
Wow.
Calvin Harris, it's 72 million monthly listeners.
Wow. Not even remotely close.
dude, I'm telling you.
Remotely close.
Wait, Connor, one more thing. Can you look up either both of their TikTok followings, please?
Okay.
And then we'll come.
I mean, you do really think you're gonna win this one? You really think?
I'm saying he's the one that like if I revealed it, people would know. Like people would know that more than the brand.
People under 25 probably. That's not.
Yeah.
EDM is you grow out of it once you turn 25. But yeah,
right.
It's trash music, but
brutal.
It's so bad. Oh, what? I wonder what's gonna happen with this drop. It's gonna build, and I wonder what's gonna happen at the end of it.
I've got
every
the
single
TikTok.
song's the same.
What we got, Connor?
It's 600,000 for John Summit.
Yeah.
1.4 million for Calvin Harris.
I mean, how many L's do you want to take in this episode?
All right.
How many do you want to take?
Let's move
I don't
on.
understand. He's only got 3 times as many followers as I do on TikTok.
But yeah, so that joke did
Fucking
so
loser.
bad in Vail, dude. And the booker
They
was
also
like,
probably don't know what Eskimo Bros.
Yeah, he was like, they don't know.
Well, you have to explain that.
So they were like in Denver, young people got it.
Of course, yeah. You gotta learn to change it though. You see that old crowd? You gotta explain what Eskimo Bros are.
You're right. That's exactly what he said. He's like, you gotta tell them what Eskimo Bros are.
You should try to think of what old boomers used to call that. What did they call it? Yeah, that'd be funny to because there's always been a term for it, but I think Eskimo Bros. I don't know why it's called that. Actually, I've never quite understood that.
Yeah.
It's actually, you should be like, I don't say Eskimo Bros, I say Inuit Bros now. Because Eskimo is a derogatory racial slur. That's what people say.
Yeah.
This is when Drago's on his phone now, so I kind of have to talk because he can't.
I'm writing it out.
Yeah, I know. I just want to know.
But yeah, so that's the new some of the new heat. We can do more new jokes.
I got some new jokes. I had some good jokes about Seattle.
We can talk about the Patreon.
The Patreon. It's interesting you bring that up.
Yes, guys, $3 a month gets you an extra episode a week. $5 a month gets you an extra video and audio episode a week. $10 a month gets you free ticks.
And you can ask questions.
A lot
of people did the free tickets thing in Seattle. I think 4 or 5 people did it. They had a great time.
So tight.
It pays for itself within 1 month.
Beautiful.
Pays for itself. It's amazing.
Yeah, the
venues don't like it. They get mad every time I ask, but nonetheless, I do not care.
Did I tell you there's a client of mine at my day job went to your show?
In Seattle?
In Chicago.
Oh, really?
He took a selfie with you. And
really?
Send me the picture. And
he did not mention that. I don't remember that.
He sent me the email during the workday at like 10 o'clock. Saw your boy at the show last night. Keep killing it. You guys are awesome.
Wow. This is the guy you talk to on the phone all the time?
No, we email about like orders and stuff like that.
Oh, you're like, did that truck make it to Albuquerque?
It's more of like the actual order with the product.
Oh, okay.
But he's on the customer side.
Wow,
It's a very.
And he knew your name because of comedy, and then knew that you were associated with me.
He emailed me, and he was like,
"You never spoken about comedy before."
Never.
Wow.
And he was like, "Hey, just gotta ask, are you the comedian Alex Dragovich?" And he goes, "I was listening to the You're an Idiot podcast."
Wow.
I just want to make sure. And I was like, "This is honestly, it's very cool that he reached out."
Dang, this is how they unmask Clark Kent. This is how they get you. Everyone's at your jobs like, Alex, is it true? Is it true?
Are you part of the
You've
You're an
spoken
Idiot?
to Dan Soder before? Is it true? You had Dan Soder on your podcast?
Yeah.
Jordan
Oh.
Jensen? You know Jordan Jensen?
You're Jordan Jensen.
Oh
on the
my
podcast?
God.
Dude, that's what Jordan like absolutely eviscerated Geoff on that one time on the pod the one
I
time.
don't think that's how it went down, but yeah, I think
She
she did go after me a little
She
bit.
said, Geoff, talk about Jeff's ex. She goes, well, Jeff's just live tweeting on stage.
What are you? How she said that?
Yeah.
That's her entire act is being open on stage.
Whoa,
which isn't
whoa.
bad. I don't think that's bad. And being open on stage is good. Huh.
I don't
I
know.
live tweet on
Or
stage.
you're just tweeting
Oh,
on
because I'm
stage.
doing political tweets. Okay, that's what she meant.
That was probably,
She's like, you're just saying your political thoughts on, which is
it was probably more of a
vague, which is
throwaway.
pretty true. That is true. I'll take that.
It was
I'll
funny.
take that.
It was
Yeah,
good.
That was a good app. Yeah, we
We'll
should have her back one day.
We'll have her back.
One day. I
Maddie
think
Smith, too. You're coming back, Maddie.
Maddie Smith.
I know you listen to this, Maddie.
Does she really? There's zero chance. I haven't heard from Maddie in a long time. I don't know what happened to her.
Oh, man.
She's killing it on the road.
No,
yeah.
she's so famous.
We're seeing a lot of our friends become really famous and lose our numbers, folks. But we stay the same. We grow 1% a month, and we like that.
And we love you guys
we
for
don't.
it.
Our egos don't get big. We're
One
not
day it
selling
will.
out the Fort Wayne Summit Comedy Club. We're not. One
Are
day.
you not going to Fort Wayne?
I've never been there, honestly. Never been to that club. I've been to Fort Wayne.
I bet you'd sell pretty well.
I do.
there.
I could maybe sell out one show if we really put a lot of effort into promoting it.
Yeah.
But I don't need that.
Beautiful.
Don't need it.
Well, honestly, guys, I think we'll get a live pod in at some point this year, maybe next year. I don't know.
The
but
live pod will be happening. I think we're gonna do it in Sesh this fall in Manhattan.
that'll be cool.
We could we're gonna do that. Yeah, we'll put it probably October. I'm on the road a lot, but we can do a weekday show or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'll be cool. Well, let me talk about this flight real quick before we before we sign off.
Nothing people love more than flight.
So I'll say this:
Did you have a bad experience traveling, Alex? No one else is having those these days.
red eye, midnight.
Red eyes are amazing. Red eyes are the only way to travel.
Whoa.
Absolutely. I regret not taking a red eye last night.
Well, I was gonna take one. They canceled it at 11:50.
So you were at the airport already?
$100 in Ubers. I go back to my buddy's place.
Wait, when did they didn't reschedule it?
They rescheduled for 6 a.m. Right?
And you left? Why would you leave?
Because I wanted to sleep for 5
Why would you not
hours.
stay and sleep on the ground there? You can make a little bed.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't
Oh,
know
I'm
you.
sorry, $100?
I didn't know you could sleep on the
You
ground.
can sleep in the airport? Are you kidding me? It's amazing. It becomes like lawless. The airport from like midnight to 6 a.m. is anarchy.
I forget that
You
you're
can do
just
whatever you
like you're
want.
literally a cockroach, and you
I've
can
done
like
this.
do.
I slept in the airport like 5 or 6 times. Des Moines. I remember one time in Des Moines. Or
there's-
Omaha. I did it.
I'm not the crazy one, dude. There's
You
a-
are crazy.
I
You
would
spent
re-
$100. Wait, $100 to go back.
Well,
then
no,
plus-
it was $50 to go.
okay, both. But then you had to come back again the next morning.
So then I wake
It's
up.
foolish.
I wake up-
foolish. The
I-
bars. You could get drunk at the midnight bar there. Go to bed. You fool.
I wake up 4 hours later.
You will go home. You take a $50 Uber to take a 4-hour nap.
In hindsight, that maybe I should have. just
Yeah,
slept at the
yeah.
airport.
Not long enough.
Anyway, I wake up at 4, hop in my Uber at 4:30. I'm like, we're driving for like 5 minutes. Get a text, flight canceled again.
Ooh.
Flight canceled again. Next flight gets pushed. It was supposed to be for Wednesday. So this is Tuesday morning at 4:30 in the morning. They're like, your next flight, we're rebooking you for Wednesday at 11:59. So I was going to take
Wednesday
a
at 11:59 p.m.
a Wednesday night red eye.
God.
So check
Wow.
this. So
I'm glad to
then
see karma finally coming around on you.
I go back to the crib. I sleep for a few more hours.
The crib. Who else hated that?
My buddy Adam's place.
The crib.
The crib. I say the crib. Go back to
Jesus,
the crib.
This is MTV late 90s.
And then
oh my God.
so then I'm like, I just so happened to be, it's 9:15, right? 9:15 in the morning, 9:20.
On
I just
what, Tuesday still?
Tuesday morning.
Okay,
and I
yeah.
just finished like a morning meeting for work. And I'm on the Delta website looking for possibly earlier flights, looking for like other options. And I'm on other like airline websites. I'm like,
Yeah.
I got to get back. I might have to get a whole new.
Yeah, you might miss a spot at the tiny cupboard.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotta get that. Gotta get back. And 9:15, Delta refreshes. We've rebooked you on a flight for 11 a.m. today.
At 9:15,
At
they said
9:15.
that. Oh, that's impossible. Did you do it?
Immediately,
Order an Uber immediately.
Order Uber immediately. I left my eye mask at Adam's place. I left my toothbrush at Adam's place. I left some other shit at Adam's place. I just had to go. And this is how bad it was, dude. Like at 9:45, like it was only because I was on the computer and it refreshed the booking. Delta didn't text me until 9:45 a.m.
That it had changed to 11.
Yeah.
If you hadn't been on the computer,
If I hadn't been on the computer looking for new flights and saw the refresh, I wouldn't have made
sorry,
it.
they were experiencing a global outage. They didn't text you.
But here's the thing.
I'm Team Delta. Love the Sky Lounge.
Delta is the only airline that was this bad this late. Everyone else had figured
I
this
didn't
shit
really
out.
know much about it. It was
Every other airline had their shit figured out because that night, the Monday night red eye, JetBlue took off. Delta
didn't.
Delta
Because they
didn't.
were using different software probably or something.
So everyone else,
Microsoft, yeah.
Apparently Delta is giving people like refunds and miles. I got to look into that. I got to get
Yeah, you
get on that.
absolutely can get miles. They're throwing those around. I didn't get delayed by anything because VIP, of course, but
Yeah.
our flights were fine.
Jeff gets pushed to the front.
Yeah,
That's how it goes.
Come on, Delta Comfort Plus, couple more inches. It's a little different. You would thrive in Delta Comfort Plus.
I'm in the back. Just
It's rows 10 to 13. You're just squished. Oh, I'm putting my feet up. Oh my God.
Jeff, can I do 25 this weekend?
Oh, they're offering me double peanuts. Oh my God.
Jeff,
Oh, you get. Oh, how many you want? They let you pick out how many snacks you want. Oh my God, it's a different life.
You get as many Biscoff cookies as you
As
want.
many as you want. Row 10 to 13, it's a party. But you're not snooty like the first class. You're in between.
That's good.
That's the way to live. I'll never go first class, folks. Delta Comfort Plus for life.
But I make it by like at like 10:45. I get there. They're boarding.
Wow, so you got there right when it was closing.
And here's the crazy thing is that it showed on my Delta app that flight, that 11 a.m. flight, while I was in security, had been rescheduled.
But it wasn't.
So it was crazy. So I was in security, like, I think I'm going through security right now, and they're going to tell me to wait 7 hours.
But you still, you had a hunch to keep going.
I had nowhere else to go.
Wow. You could have been like Tom Hanks' Terminal. You could have been at the airport for like 3 straight days, grow a beard.
I
was like, back for another, sir.
I just don't think I can sleep on the ground.
At the Ruby
like that.
Tuesday, they recognize you. Another cheeseburger,
You can
Mr.
really
Alex.
sleep on the ground?
Yes, of course. People do it all the time.
Connor, you ever slept at the airport?
No, but I've come very close.
You can
Wow.
You can do it.
Way to take a stance, Connor.
No. I was going to, and then the airline comped me a hotel.
They often will do that too. That's like half the time they'll do that.
Okay.
They'll give you like every airport has like hotels 100 feet away.
Oh,
that you could just if it's really bad, you probably could have got a hotel.
Yeah.
Which is fun. You get a new pillow to fuck. Come on.
Yeah.
Also, some listener DM'd me and said there's a new there's like a stirrup or saddle you can put on to hump a pillow. So I might have to buy this product.
We're gonna look into that on the Patreon.
I can't. I'd have to look up the DM, but yeah, it seemed interesting. Also, apparently JD Vance, new vice presidential candidate, he's known for humping pillows or something.
How do you feel about that?
It's a discourse on Twitter. I mean, I guess I know who I'm voting for. Finally, a man who stands up for the LGBTQP community. Pillow fuckers.
LGBTQ.
We're queer too.
QP.
What I do is queerer than being gay. I'm more gay than the gay people.
Why?
Oh, you fuck a butt? Good for you. I fuck a pillow, dude. You fuck something with feelings that can tell you funny stories. I fuck a pillow.
Anytime
that ain't wrong, I don't know what is.
Anytime a guy tells you that he's gay, cool, I'm gayer.
Yeah, cool. I'm gayer, bitch. Come on, I'm the queer icon.
Yeah, you got nothing on me.
I would love to be a queer icon. I did let my girlfriend Reggie Miller paint my toes in Michigan.
I saw
It's
that.
great. I love it. It's a good time.
It really rubbed me the wrong way.
I knew it would. It made you squirm a little bit.
Irked
didn't
me
it?
through the phone.
I knew you hated that. Oh, how dare someone express themselves in a different way.
I didn't know you were like that.
I don't even care. They were all doing it. I was like, why not? It's fun. Who gives a shit?
What is the Chuck's Cheese, please?
Chuck's Cheese, please. It's a cheese company in Ottawa, Illinois. It's that spreadable cheese. The owner gave it to me and our friend Tommy Brennan when we were filming our little documentary about Ottawa, Illinois.
That is sweet.
TBD on the release date of that, but
that is cool. That's a good shirt.
You hated the shirt.
Huh?
Oh, I thought you were gonna go in on the shirt.
No, it's
a
actually a
great
cool
shirt.
shirt.
Yeah.
I saw a sweatshirt that said it was like the Dunkin' Donuts logo, but it said Dunkin' D's nuts. And
If you wear that, I'll
almost
quit the pod.
I almost got it.
You're still on D's nuts.
I thought it was funny as fuck.
Oh my god! Yeah, what are you gonna do? Get a shirt with the dancing baby next?
But it felt
Great
like very,
reference from the '90s.
it felt
folks.
very like irony Bushwick and kind of lame.
Yeah, that's
so.
yeah. See, you are adjacent to that. You got a little irony Bushwick in you.
Definitely.
Yeah, I could see
Definitely.
it.
So, but I felt that was a little too on the nose.
You'd wear a shirt with like Trump with an ear bandage on it or something.
yeah, like wearing that on Knickerbocker Avenue would be like a little too like. It's just a little too on the nose. It's too lame.
Did you hear about the grinder outage at the Republican National Convention?
Saw that. That's
Very funny.
A lot of gays there.
A lot of gays, log cabin Republicans, and it seems like they were laying some wood down,
Mm.
and that we respect that.
Yeah. If you're gay, that's cool, guys. That's kind of that's what we're.
As long as you're not a Zionist. Yeah. That's when I hate queers. If they're Zionists, I don't think you should get married. Yeah.
Oh.
But if you're cool, yeah. No one worse than like there's a comic, I won't name him, but a gay Israeli comic. His whole thing's like, in Gaza they would kill people like me.
Yeah.
So that's why we have to kill all of them. It's
Oh my
like,
God.
There's those people who do stuff like that. Those people suck, actually.
Yeah, you see, they're shitting on Racine on the Cellar pod. Or, we can talk about
we
that.
don't want to get too into that because unfortunately the person who was our previous guest was one of the people doing it. A low moment for Ron on we can talk about that in the Patreon. It made me quite angry.
Well,
honestly.
let's tease that a little
We'll
bit.
save that for the Patreon.
Anything you want to talk about on the
I got some hiking things. So, I mean, I've been on a little trip for a month. We got some stuff to talk about. Got some questions from the listeners, I'm sure.
Yeah, we got some really great. We're gonna get to all these questions. We got about 6 of them that are fucking fire
bangers.
So we're gonna get to those.
There we go. And we got, what do you got to plug, Drago, coming up?
Columbus Comedy Fest headlining it. Sorry, guys.
Columbus Comedy Fest headlining it. The spot that should have been mine was given to Alex.
I don't think this would have been your spot. I'm headlining a 4:30 show.
Oh, on what day of the week? Weekend.
Friday
At 4:30?
People aren't going to be out of work yet. I don't even think I'm going to be out of work
What
yet.
the hell? Why would they? What?
I don't know.
On a Friday?
Yeah, I don't know.
I
I'm going to be late to the
that.
show because I have to clock out of work.
What's the venue?
Not sure yet.
But it's next Friday.
Well, it's August 16th.
Oh, you got a little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
I might have to talk to the booker of
But
that
I'm
show.
I'm also like featuring on
interesting.
one of the bigger shows August 14th, I believe.
Oh, who for who?
For Juan.
Huh.
Juan?
Wow, Drago really put in the legwork on this plug.
Maybe Dan?
Juan Dan?
No,
Juan
his
Dan.
first name might be Dan.
Oh, his first name would be Dan or Juan.
I think it's one.
One of those? Oh my God. Dan Licata?
No, it's
Juan? How do you not know?
Do you want me to look this up?
I would need you to know if it's Juan or Dan.
Well,
These are very different. I'll plug while you're doing that.
We can
but
find out on the Patreon.
What do we got coming up? This will come out next week. I got Missoula, Montana, and Indianapolis. Wichita just got announced, and
Saul. Yeah.
Saul what? What's their last name? That's their stage name, Saul,
Well,
like from the Bible.
It's
King
Saul
Saul?
Comedy.
Saul comedy.
Here, let me.
This is insane.
I got it. Okay.
Can't believe he interrupted me in the middle of my plugs. Also, folks, to not even have full complete
Saul
information.
Trujillo.
Saul Trujillo.
Trujillo.
Oh,
Saul
Trujillo. Trujillo, I think.
I'm sure she's got to be he's really big following.
He must have a big following. Yeah, I've never heard him. I'm sure he's great. Okay.
Yeah,
you could be an interesting mix there. I hope it's a huge Hispanic crowd.
And I
would love to see you go up and they're like chanting, they're pouring the tequila, and you're up there like, I'm Eskimo bros. Or you change it, Eskimo amigos.
I'm Eskimo amigos with a couple.
You ever been Eskimo amigos?
They hate it.
Invierno bros? Winter bros? You ever been Frios amigos? Cold brothers? You ever been cold friends with someone?
All right, don't come to the August 14th show.
Jesus Christ. I got this thing again. It came back. That thing with my throat that we went away.
Yeah.
It's back, folks.
There it is.
Ooh, we got a big one in the back. I gotta finish the plugs, but there's a big honk in the back of my throat again. If anyone knows what this disease is that I have, please let me know. It just came back like a month ago. Now I have phlegm every hour. I feel no other symptoms but a tickle in my throat every hour and phlegm.
Yikes.
I don't hawk it up on stage anymore. It's not as bad as before. It's about 2/3 as bad. It's not quite as bad. This is my life. This is what I'm going through. It's long COVID. I have long COVID.
No, you don't.
100%.
Dude.
No, there's 100%. I have long COVID. Well, actually, I went to a female doctor. She said I have slightly below average COVID. That's a pretty good joke.
Not bad.
That's not bad. What else we got? We got Fort Collins. Me and Drago. Fort Collins, Fargo, North Dakota, Sioux Falls, Edmonton, Calgary. Are you going to Edmonton, Calgary? Were you on those?
You didn't ask, Geoff.
I actually don't remember if I asked you or not.
No, we're doing like Atlanta, Philly, and Cleveland.
Oh, yeah. Are you going to Pittsburgh with me? No, that's John Kennedy, I think.
Yeah.
But we're going to Fort Collins, Fargo, Sioux Falls. You're into Sioux Falls, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's going to be a big one. Sioux Falls. Never been more nervous about ticket sales. Please, if you know anyone in Sioux Falls, please tell them to buy a ticket.
Tell the people.
The other shows are selling well. Sioux Falls looks grim, folks. And I need to headline in South Dakota. It's one of the 5 states left.
Yeah.
We got to do it.
That'll be big.
Yeah.
It's
You
gonna be a great show.
This has been episode 130, I believe. Is that right?
No idea.
I think it is 130. I've been gone for 3 weeks. You think you would keep the count going, but
I don't,
it's
kinda,
130.
I don't think I did the count on one episode.
That's what people come back for. They come back for the count. This is what everyone's like. Drago did pretty well, but he disrespected your legacy at the end.
The Carney episode. And the Terrence Arnett, but we had some bangers. They were great.
I'm sure you did, but you didn't keep the bit going at the end. 50 episodes, N-word free unless. Did you say the N-word with Terrence or Dan?
I dropped it with Dan.
Did you really?
No.
What the fuck? You said "Make America Great" at the beginning. I don't know. I thought maybe this is your new
I
leaf.
said the N-word.
I don't know. Maybe you met a hot Republican in Bushwick who changed you.
No, that would be great.
You would be you will have the politics of whoever you date or marry.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Whatever she's feeling, I'm feeling.
You date Marjorie Taylor Greene, you'd be wearing an aluminum foil hat, talking about Jews with space lasers in a day. You have no backbone. It's just
if I marry a Jewish gal, this is gonna become a contentious pod.
Not all Jewish people support Israel. That's a fallacy, Drago.
Oh, that's true.
Unfortunately, Drago doesn't understand the nuances of politics yet.
Soon I will.
Yeah, soon he will. This has been episode 130, folks. Come on, we're going to the Patreon. Join us. Join the Patreon. Good night and good luck. Bye.
There we go.
Dude, doesn't that rip?
You're an idiot.
No, you're an idiot.